For conservation advocacy, this year's Harriet Keyserling Award goes to Marilyn Hemingway.
I really got to know Marilyn probably about 5 years ago when we both found ourselves fighting to protect our coast from offshore drilling. Marilyn has just been a huge champion for our fight to stop offshore drilling because this is very personal to her. It's personal to all of us, but the threat of the infrastructure that comes along with drilling is as close to her as her backyard. Marilyn can talk about 400 years of history in a minute and have you understand why it's so important to protect our coast. Not only to protect the people who worked with their hands for 100 years, 150 years to form the wealth that came to this area, but also to talk about the future and what the impact is going to be on generations to come.
Offshore drilling, there's other means, so why should we even take the chance? I got involved because I know if Marilyn was there, it had to have been something that's important about it. Before then, I didn't look at offshore drilling. I looked at it when it first came out, man, this is great for jobs and stuff of that nature because that's what was being promoted. When you're educated on something and you understand it more, you have to ask yourself, is the value to you much greater than the value to life and down the road and the future of your community? And the answer to me was no. And that's her impact. She makes her argument so clear that you can't miss it. It's like, wow, I have to be a part of this.
Marilyn really shines when she's working in her community. And she started the Gullah Geechee Chamber of Commerce as a way of really bridging the gap between economic development for Georgetown and specifically the African American community and sustainability around the conversation that, look, we don't have to choose one or the other, we can have both. And we can do it in a way that is not only bringing opportunities to our community, but we can do it in a way that creates a healthier, better community for all with a much better quality of life too.
Marilyn's just a go-getter, and the work that she's doing with the Gullah Geechee Chamber is extraordinary, and she is just driven. And has been since I first met her. Of course, I met her back in 2014 when I decided to offer for the Senate. And she has been the same way, a community activist. The work that she's doing with the NAACP is extremely important, particularly in the climate that we find ourselves in. And so to have somebody who is poised and trustworthy and focused, I think has just been a joy for me to work closely with her.
This is Marilyn's calling, and it's really important, and I'm so thrilled that she's being honored with the Green Tie Award. I can't think of anyone who has been in this offshore drilling fight with me who hasn't put in as much energy and time and considered care as Marilyn has.
If anyone deserves this award, it's Marilyn. Her commitment to just mankind, unselfishly. She's a very unselfish person.
So recently we celebrated the life of one of our residents of District 32, who just happens to be her father, Pete Hemingway. And I just know how proud he would be watching his daughter receive this award. Congratulations, Marilyn. We are so proud of you, and God bless.
Marilyn deserves this award more than anyone else I know. She's fought tirelessly to bridge the divide between the greater conservation community and the communities who are disproportionately impacted by the issues that we talk about every day. Marilyn recognizes that the communities that are closest to the issues, a lot of the issues that we talk about in the conservation space are also closest to the solutions to those issues as well. And I think the way that she is having those conversations is going to benefit communities, especially Georgetown, for many years to come. It is my sincere pleasure to honor Marilyn Hemingway with the Harriet Keyserling Green Tie Award for Conservation Advocacy.